into the firebox to keep it hot. Boils water to run that engine up on top. The engine was primarily to run equipment off the belt. Next up is Ron Hetrick out of Vista. The 1945 John Deere Model D. He's always been in California. Model Ds were a heavy pulling tractor, low profile. Next on us is Johnny Glenn out of Long Beach. The 1946 John Deere Model H. Real pretty restored tractor. He's put doubles on the back, give it more traction on soft ground. Still listed as it was years ago. May is the driver. As always, May comes out, drives the tractor, brings volunteers through. Love you, May. Take care. Next up is Michael Smith out of Escondido. Roger Yarrow is the operator today. 1948 International Farmall Cub. This was restored originally by Bruce McClellan, coming through now on his dad's Jet Cadet. This is a Cub that his dad didn't think had enough horsepower. So he put the jet turbine engine out of a muscle. And the tires out of the tree. Orchard tractor, very unusual to see him with all the sheet metal intact. Next up is Virgil White driving control. He has driven this unit to Denver. He brought in a lot of the machinery that you see here on the ground with that tractor. It was done for him. Quite a deal. John's grandson is driving this with mom riding along. John Leach in 2012 before. John Leach out of Vista, California. The tractor has heat head. You're so inclined. 1943 Farmall. Belongs to the museum. Three-point hitch gives him full control of that blade on the master. There we go. Really a neat system. Developed by Ferguson, adopted by Ford. Notice that he doesn't do that with a pedal. There's a lever on the steering column. Now, we appreciate it. Carl Bonsegra. Our resident chicken farmer, Dale White. Dale's brother is driving this one. It's a real pretty 1939 John Deere Model B that Dale restored. Dean Allen driving an International Harvester. Titan. That is the speed. There's one speed, low speed. There is a reverse to it, but that's about it. Next off is a 1958 Farmall Model 350. Richard Johnson brings us down from Santa Monica. They're working on their merit badges and making progress on the merit badges. Good job. Good job to the Boy Scouts. Family, so that I actually know what I'm talking about. Glenn Fleming out of Escondido. Notice this next tractor, you can really see it as it comes up the grade ground. The operator is off to one side. You'll see some bigger ones. Angelo Campos, president of our cat club. Small gas engine that you start first, and that starts the diesel. Danny Moe, Eric Moho, coming up on the 1934. Next one is Josh Stevenson out of Temecula in 1936. Caterpillar Model 7, much bigger machine, much bigger. Built in Peoria, Illinois, shipped to England, shipped back to them. This thing's got more miles on the ship than it does on the ground. Next up is Caterpillar Model 8. Blade. Another one through the 1957 Model 8 Caterpillar. The Jen has restored the scraper behind it. All of this was part of it. We've got the back of the Caterpillar controlled scraper. Pick up a little turn. Making that steam engine run. He's got a little one in front on the John Deere Model D. 1942 Ford 2N, Bob Borland. Little two-bottom plow on the back, on that 3-point hitch. It's got lots of control. A Bride brother driving his Harmel, beautifully restored Super M Harmel, 1948. Next up is a museum-owned 1922 Ruggles flatbed truck. Dory Leo, whatever. 1938 Ford pickup. 353 diesel, Detroit diesel. And some more of our Boy Scouts from Fountain Valley coming through, riding through. Boy Scout Troop 560. Diamond Channel, thank you. Dear, what are you gonna do? You know, we can't take you anywhere. Coming up next are our two road rollers. First one coming through is Museum Gas Tractor. The next one up is also 2 cylinders, but it's steam powered. This one is a Buffalo Pitts from 1914, owned by the museum. Only a handful of operating steam rollers in the country. Found a Sturgeon operator. 1914 Buffalo Pitts steam roller. And you notice that it's easy to reverse as opposed to the steam traction engines take a whole lot of fuss to go the other way. This thing just rolls over because it has 2 cylinders and the type of valving that it has. Very complicated. This crew has rebuilt this machine on the grounds, basically from the ground up. It was in little pieces at one point. Everything has been restored, tightened up, rebushed, repinned, rebolted, whatever it took. Buffalo Pitts road roller. Real steam roller. Yeah, made it hard. Makes that road good and hard. Next machine is also a museum-owned traction engine.